barbecue day, just like I said.
Didn't expect an aerial assault on your lunch break, did you?
Christ, this thing's for tourists?
The boss of the Saints is speeding through Santo Alesso, utterly disregarding numerous laws of the road. There's the usual reckless driving and ignoring traffic lights, of course, but more notable is what she's dragging along behind her car, a Portaloo, an occupied Portaloo.
Fuck off!
She's softening up the unfortunate crook inside the loo so she can find out where his pals are holding a member of her gang. They were meant to be enjoying an evening of telenovelas, and he went and got himself kidnapped by the Idols, one of the Saints' rivals. And while this is a scripted mission, the winch is something you can attach to most vehicles outside of this scenario. Choppers can similarly pick up stuff and fly off with it. If Just Cause has taught us anything, it's that tethering stuff to vehicles always leads to hilarity. Volition has made it clear that with a new gang comes a change in tone, as well as a more considered approach to your inner circle and the relationships you develop with them.
Be your own boss. That's right. Be your own boss.
One of these days, I'm gonna get you to listen to music in the car.
There's more than a hint of Fast and Furious's obsession with family, and like that series, there's some straight-faced sincerity amid all the explosive heists and wingsuit stunts where you can bounce off pedestrians to get more air, so it's still a farce, but one with emotional grounding and internal logic. We're not talking superheroes, alien dictators and trips to hell, but the classic shenanigans still survive. Insurance fraud, where you get tossed around like a ragdoll for a quick buck, is still here, as is mayhem, letting you blow off steam by blowing everything up. What grounded means for Saints Row then, is not a dismissal of the antics that made it stand out from GTA, but an attempt to make it coherent.
Not so good I surprised myself.
You can see this in how it presents its over-the-top activities. Things like insurance fraud and mayhem are now connected to criminal ventures, businesses you open across the city in an attempt to take it over. From your war table in your customizable HQ, you can see the whole city and decide where to plonk down your new illicit businesses, in turn unlocking new activities and rewards. Other opportunities for shenanigans include random ambient diversions, like finding an armoured truck that you can loot, and side hustles, which let you repeat tasks that appear in the map, like riding shotgun for someone while they rob a shop. Nobody in Saints Row ever considers committing crimes that don't end in a high-speed pursuit, nor should they. While the criminal ventures can be placed in any of the available slots on your map, where you plunk them down doesn't actually matter that much. Though I do like how it allows you to put your own stamp on the city just a wee bit, making yours look subtly different from your friend's stomping grounds. And then you'll be able to show it off in drop-in, drop-out, untethered co-op. Co-op's a good opportunity to show off your slick new threads or souped-up ride as well. A liberating amount of customization has always been Saints Row's deal, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that this remains true in the reboot. Changing your character's clothes and body can all be done via your phone whenever you want, though you may need to unlock some stuff before you put together your perfect protagonist. As well as being able to make plenty of cosmetic changes to your vehicles, there's also some handy practical enhancements, including an ejector seat that's perfect if you fancy switching from driving to gliding in your wingsuit, boosts that give you a nice rush of speed, and the aforementioned winch.
What?
This goes for weapons too, so you can change their appearance or enhance them, like turning a regular pistol into a machine pistol. The big new feature, however, is being able to swap their look for that of another weapon that you've unlocked. Once you've used the transmog system to give your guns a visual upgrade, perhaps turning them into giant foam fingers, you'll have a trio of enemy gangs to use them against. The previous games didn't offer a lot of structure to combat, instead just giving you plenty of enemies to mop up with your increasingly devastating arsenal. Sure, the missions had distinct objectives and scripted sequences, but the action itself had a very loose feel. The reboot's approach keeps the chaos, but foes seem like tougher customers, with more smarts and abilities tied to their role and what gang they belong to. Volition's whirlwind tour of Santo Alesso included a few fun character moments, like when one of your mates hijacks a monster truck and then crashes it into a furnace, destroying a factory in the process, but it's not enough time to get a real impression of the cast. The banter between the boss and her gang was one of the weaker parts of the demo, but a vertical slice like this isn't the best way to get to know them.
This guy had his password be a bunch of fives.
Pick it up, Eli.
I'm just saying, he could have at least made us work for it.
The old cliche of the city being part of the cast is alive and well, but at least with Saints Row it's a cliche Volition has earned the right to use, especially after the eccentric cities of 3 and 4. Each district of Santo Alesso is meant to have its own vibe and NPCs, not just wandering the streets, but getting into trouble with the law, or at least getting parking tickets, or just hanging out listening to an impromptu musical performance, possibly from you. Of the 100 emotes you can bust out, you've got musical options and ones that let you keep walking, so you can strut down the street while strumming your guitar as people dance and applaud. Around here this would probably inspire a mob to chase you down and smash your instrument over your head, so this makes a very nice change. Nothing in my 20-minute hands-off tour really surprised me, which is strange for a reboot, but it did absolutely seem like Saints Row. It couldn't be any other game. This is fine with me, there isn't a Saints Row that I don't like, and no doubt this will be good news for fans worried about Volition changing too much. But any reinvention needs something bold and new to showcase the new direction, and so far Saints Row doesn't seem to have that. However, there's still plenty of time to wheel out something unexpected.